Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. We're playing in the Hardcore Abyss League as a Volatile Dead Inquisitor. And today we're gonna play the arcade map. It is twinned, so the natural double boss will get increased to 4 bosses. And monsters have increased chance to crit and their crits hit harder. But from what I gather, the arcade map itself has not changed. So it's a known quantity with an interesting twist on it. So let's see how it turns out. But still useful to be a little cautious. So the arcade is effectively just a large marketplace. And at some point in one of the squares we're gonna run into the big tapestry bosses that were here before and will be here many more times in future copies of the map itself. Wait, stop lobbing stuff at me. Have you never learned that it's rude? Okay, chisel. There is a abyss over there. Map like this, I'm always very keen to... I keep changing my strategies for maps like these. That's probably the better way to approach it. On the one hand, so it is useful to just stick to the outside. On the other hand, there's also a lot of value in just painting in the bits that you haven't explored yet in order to just get full coverage of a map as soon as possible, so you can leave areas or sections behind you. Like for example here, now I've done this bit, I don't have to go back to it. And especially now with the eye towards the abyss, the more space around it has been cleared, the lower the number of add-ons is gonna be, the less dangerous it's gonna be. Sure, maybe at some point I'll get comfortable enough with wishing for abysses to point forward rather than backwards. But for now, I don't really mind going through things slower if it means they're a little safer, a little bit more controlled. Frosties. Well, those explode, might as well just deal with some of the mobs over here. And then let's trigger this one. And it points to the top right. Okay, let's just put up a little decoy here. Explode all the things, and okay, it's pointing forward now. Okay, another decoy. Some cremations in here, and then, oh, let's clear some bleeding. And onwards to the next location. Oh, yellow or an orange came out. What are you doing, mister? Blessing of the elements. That does not sound something I would appreciate too much. And there is our reward. So normally, now looking towards the crits here, normally monsters have a 5% chance to crit, just the way players do. And their crits hit 30% harder rather than 50% harder. So monster crits are less potent than player crits. Little corner I missed. So this one effectively doubles their crit damage from 30 to 62%. And the crit chance is not 5%, but it's, we can round it to 15% now. Not 3 times the base. So now, on average, that means the monster crits will not be doing a 1.5% more damage on average. Now if you ignore the spike damage and just average it out, then 5% of 30% is 1.5, if I'm doing my mental math correctly. 15 on 60, that's closer to 9%. So now in a large group of weak mobs, you're not really going to notice the crit damage, at least not in terms of raw damage. There's of course the What if they hit you with elemental damage and you get status ailments and things like that? Good thing is, of course, when standing on top of Consecrated Ground, I'm immune to elemental ailments. So a extra crit map, which usually means you'll be set on fire and shocked all the bloody time. For the Consecrated Ground, a lot of that effect goes away. So no, the burning disappears rather quickly, so you're not taking extra damage from that too much. You'll do it a little bit, but not too much. And no, you can still get set on fire, but once the fighting goes and you get the Consecrated Grounds up, then that is gonna lessen. Same with shock, with freezing, things like that. So all the stuff that makes fights pretty annoying, you're less affected by it than otherwise. Let's see, magic mobs, 3 rares. Let's just light a fire in welcome. Oh, I think I body blocked myself with the treasure chest, so a flame dash saved the day. And wait, let's backtrack a little bit, see if we can close off yet another section of the map here. And of course there was the abyss there. And was there another box there? There was a box there. So let's ID the box. What is in the box? Additional socket, 3 rares, mirrored items. I don't like mirrored items. But cost lots. Well, mirrored items, of course, if you get rares with the same name, then you can sell them. And I think there was some currency in there. So there's that. Also, very conveniently, rather full on items. Oh wait, we can piece that one back in. Ta-da! Wonderful. So, let's just double check what I was remembering. I think if you sell 2 things with the same name, like the Skull Edge and the Skull Edge, then you get you a chance orb. And nope, this was not really great. Daggers, also not really the kind of thing to use. No, might as well just ID all of the things. Most of the time I stash them away, every once in a while we'll just sell them. So that's armor, 64. Sockets are a bit rubbish, the mods are not great. Let's see, 66, that's getting towards endgame tier, isn't it? Might as well just, well, I'll find a 4 link at some point. Okay. And that gets you some chances. And chances, of course, are for buying Zana maps. Oh, and I forgot that ring, so we'll just put the rest away here. Okay, so decoy, corpses, volcano, and then explode all the things. And then follow the line. So if you're standing here being surrounded by mobs, the zipline flask, the blinding cloud of it, of course helps to reduce the number of times that you will actually get hit, which is a very neat feature. Okay, that one is moving. We'll need to backtrack a little bit. Also got stuck behind a corner there. Ta-da! I think that is the damage upgrade level. And there is my reward. Wonderful. So nothing is attacking me anymore. Might as well spend that skill point. Oh, actually already spent the Heart of Flame. Neat. So I've been dubbing the next bit, actually, just going back and forth on what I was planning. I want to grab Heart and Soul. There's life here, there's mana here. This node is very nice to have. Occultist Dominion, spell damage, cast speed, intelligence is also nice to have. From here, Firewalker. No, there's some fire damage, there's some elemental damage. Fire resist is actually not too bad to have. So in order to get here, I can take 2 travel nodes here. or take 2 stat travel nodes here or there. So figuring that if I want to grab Firewalker, then this is only 2 points to travel and I get damage for it. This is what I'm going for. Even though if you ignore the wheel over here and you only look at the travel nodes, it's actually getting to Occultist Dominion and Heart and Soul is easier with the stat nodes. Just a little thinking there. Okay. Let's open up the trove and then backtrack a little bit. And okay, we're not even under 50 monsters yet. And of course, lots and lots of items. We'll have to go back there. Stygian Device, where not full. Am I full yet? Getting there. It's just so many items. It is rather neat. Okay. Been there, done that. Anything that can fit in here, we'll make another quick down stop. Yep, helmets. And for the rest, it's gonna be too much Tetrising. So that one will just tuck away. Most of the items, they will just get turned into Orbs of Alteration to feed to Elrion's daily mission, which in turn gets me Jeweler's Orbs, which I can feed to Vorici's daily mission. So I can get fuses, because of course fuses are where things end. And then you feed them to an armour that you have designated as your fuse sink for the legion, for the league. And hopefully at some point you'll end up with a 6-link. Or you acquire enough wealth and you simply buy one, but what else are you going to use your fuses for? Okay, so down below 50 mobs, and this is looking like a square thing, so that immediately triggered the boss is probably here, Spidey senses. So let's do a little bit of clearing. Okay, so there's gonna be a lot of add-on mobs plus the bosses. Remember, twin bosses, but it's already a double pair, already a pair of bosses, so there's gonna be 4 of them. And they have some guardians. Herald of Thunder, 1 gone, that means the other ones are gonna be a bit angry, a bit annoyed. Okay, curse you, just that's how it get hit, and that is the map done. And for my troubles, I get a dungeon map. That is not the one I wanted. Well, so we've now unlocked the arcade in the bottom right here. So now I skipped the alleyways that way. I know from looking up, I know the port is over here, but I don't have a map for that one either. Otherwise, I would have run it. But now at least I can run the arcade instead of the lookout in order to see if I can get myself an alleyway or something. But Sana hasn't been dropping it in the dailies either. But I'm gonna go and pick up more yellow items. So for now, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching and hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.